Hello, Cancer. Welcome to your reading for today. We are going to do a timeless reading. So this is for you whenever you are finding this video. Also, the messages might not resonate with everybody as I'm doing a collective reading for all the Cancers, specifically who are tapping into the energies of this video. So we're going to go ahead and get started. My name is Heather. I'm a Claire coach and I teach intuitive development. So if you are interested in learning how to read tarot, I have an absolutely free quick reference guide as well as a free tutorial that will teach you how to tap into your own intuition and read those cards for whatever manifestation you want to bring into your life. So if you're interested in that, feel free to check out the link in the caption below and we will go ahead and get started. Cancerians, go ahead and take a deep breath and relax your shoulders for me. That helps me to tap into your energy just a little bit more. Your first card is this Oracle card, this Healing the Heart card. And I am getting that there was some pain that you had experienced, and you might be seeing that this pain is manifesting in other areas of your life because it's going unhealed, right? So before we begin the reading, they wanted to bring out that you are in a healing space. They wanted to bring you face to face with that because I think sometimes we want to just be done with it so much that we don't realize that we're just bypassing it, right? We're just trying to move through pain without actually taking the lesson. And really, that's what healing is about. It's about changing the meaning of your pain so that it benefits you instead of puts you down and puts you away. So we're going to tap into these energies, maybe what has hurt you in the past and where the outcomes of these things are going. So big hug to all my Cancerians out there because it does seem like they are going through a time of healing right now. So let's tap into those past energies quickly. Okay, you have the King of Cups. So this could have been somebody who was emotionally manipulative. And you have the Temperance card. So it might have put you in a position where you felt like you couldn't do anything right, is what I'm getting here with the artwork on this card. You couldn't do anything right. If you jumped up, they would say, sit down. If you sat down, they would say, why aren't you jumping up again? And you were just getting a lot of conflicting messages from this King of Cups. And gender isn't really, it doesn't matter what the gender is. It's probably the more masculine energy. And this could be a boss, but it could also be in a relationship where you just could not find the way through. And really what ended up happening is you decided, I'm getting that somebody ended something. So either a boss ended a job or a person ended a relationship. And it caused you to, Two of Pentacles, have to really juggle a lot of energies until it all kind of came crashing down. And that was kind of a catalyst for this, shedding your skin, transforming into a new person, guided almost by your pain. And I'm getting that you just kind of took on the identity that this person put on you. This identity of being wishy-washy maybe, or maybe just not knowing the way through, or just feeling stuck. Like you don't know which one to choose. You don't know which way to go. You're going to sit there because you're kind of in this stuck position. I didn't get the Hangman yet, but that might come out in the clarification. And this is past energy, right? So this is what you've overcome, and it's an important part of your story. But we won't stay here. I do want to clarify a little bit here. Knight of Wands, Queen of Pentacles. Yes. Okay, so it's almost like this, whatever happened here, it made it so that you really felt like you had to get out of there, right? You had to get out of there ultimately. So even if they ended things, you might have put the final nail in the coffin by retreating and leaving because you had to focus on yourself. Queen energy is receiving energy. This is you tapping into your divine feminine. So the good news is that whatever this was that you needed healing from, this really inspired your ability to go within and kind of come face to face with what it is that you truly, truly wanted here with the High Priestess and the Queen of Pentacles energy. It was probably a more solitary journey than you would have wanted. I think probably you would have wanted the support of, family and friends more than you got, but you kind of came face to face with yourself and found your own power. Yeah, there's you kind of leaving. So, like I said, it might have been that you actually ended up leaving this situation ultimately, or at one point, and it could have been a back and forth. Two of Pentacles is juggling a lot of energy, and then we have a lot of movement here. So it could have been, maybe you were in and you were like, okay, let's make this work. And then you were out, and then you were like, okay, fine. And all the while, this person is kind of holding the strings, this King of Cups, this kind of emotionally manipulative person is kind of pulling the strings, and you feel a little bit helpless. Ultimately, at the end, it just ended in an ending, right? Somebody left. There was heartbreak that happened. And yeah, there might have been another person involved in this, maybe somebody else vying for your job, or it might have been a third party situation that just you never felt like the priority to this person. Even if this person wasn't involved with somebody else, you never actually felt like the priority to this person. And they were always kind of distracted with their back toward you, focusing on other things. And that was part of this emotional manipulation that I'm getting here, which is really painful. I can see why you would be healing your heart. This is some really painful energy. Okay, so I'm going to take all this back, and we're going to tap into your present energies. We know it inspired you to go within, which is beautiful. But I am getting intuitively, before I even tap into the cards, that things have not necessarily been so easy since then. That there might be some pain that we're still carrying around, and it's influencing your current situation in ways that you don't necessarily, that you're not necessarily aware of. So I'm going to clear this spread, and I'm going to jump into my present energies, and let's see what comes through. I want to make sure I shuffle really good. And connecting with your energy and the energy of your past and time is good for your present tense. Okay, so yeah, it might make you feel stuck, which would make a lot of sense. You have the Hanged Man there, and it's a beautiful card and it's beautiful artwork. And so there's a lot of good that can happen while you're stuck. But I'm getting that this is something that you're not necessarily enjoying because you just the reason why you're stuck is because you got so many mixed messages there in the past. So you're just kind of trying to sort out these energies. It's like you're still kind of trying to figure out what exactly went wrong. Because why would I deserve the pain that I got from this person? You also might have other influences in your life, Four of Swords, where there are people or maybe family who didn't quite understand what was going on. They might have even sided with your last person. I'm getting like you might have been working with a narcissist here. You might have been in a relationship with somebody who was so emotionally manipulative that they even manipulated your family. And so you're just trying to focus on yourself. You're trying to focus on your own power right now. And you want the support of your friends and family, but they don't quite understand the situation because of the way the King of Cups in the past, the narcissist figure is kind of like telling the story here. It just feels like you're not necessarily being considered, and so you're kind of still considering yourself, right? You're still in that mode of what went wrong, kind of sorting through things and sorting things out without a lot of help. All right, so now we have interesting Hierophant. We have the Knight of Swords, and we have the Nine of Pentacles. This is really interesting energy here. I want to tap in, so give me a minute to just breathe for a moment. are you? Did it inspire you to start researching a certain, maybe modality, a healing modality that you necessarily haven't ever experienced before? Because I'm getting you kind of like working really hard, and it might be something where you're hoping you can make money from this endeavor. So I'm getting that whatever this is, while you're in this period of, sorting through what went wrong and, feeling kind of stuck, like not progressing forward, you're actually going within. The Hierophant is about, um, you know, learning lessons, seeking higher education. This is like systemic. Like you might even go back to college, or you might be going into a certain trade school or getting a certain certification, so that you can, it will help you sort this out. Try to master these energies. And this is the Ace of Swords, which is a new beginning. So it might be something new that you're incorporating. Some of the things that are popping into my head are herbalism. You might be seeking information about how the body is affected by food and how your emotional state is affected by food. And I'm seeing you really enjoying it. Like I'm seeing just like vigor here. This Knight of Swords is kind of like, it's a challenge, right? But it's something that's leading you more toward this completion in your career where you feel fulfilled and you're making money from what you're doing. And in the Pentacle cards, usually it shows pictures of them working really, really hard. And you can see this person is kind of enjoying the rewards from their labors. So I'm getting that even though this might be a lot of work right now, you're actually enjoying this process because it's bringing you out of this stuck energy. And so you can be sure of that, because that Nine of Pentacles right there is telling me that this is actually really fruitful and might expand into something more than even you thought. Something more, some wealth building that actually brings like luxury. Like this might go from a side business to a main business to a legacy building business, right? Or your involvement with another company might give you so many opportunities that you're able to really feel secure and confident. And it is the thing that's going to propel you forward from this stuck energy. So let me go ahead and tap into the energies of where this is all going. So I'm tapping into kind of the outcomes here. I feel that stuck hangman energy, but I want to see when we get things flowing and going in the near future, what's going to kind of transpire for you. So I'm going to pull these cards for the outcome for Cancer. The Cancerians focusing on their own thing, feeling a little bit stuck, may still have some difficulty making some decisions. So it's making some false starts for you, maybe in love or career. But ultimately, the power is when you go within and learn a new skill and turn your pain into healing, turn your pain into a lesson so that you benefit from your experience instead of constantly paying the price for somebody else doing something to you. Okay. Woo! Okay. So these three cards here, the King of Wands, the King of Swords, and the Hierophant, again, have a really strong energy to them. The King of Wands is showing me that your momentum is picking up. You're kind of coming out of a dark night of a soul, and I see this like Kundalini energy moving up and out, connecting with the universe, connecting those energies. This is boss energy. This is masculine energy. This is very action-oriented energy. King of Swords is somebody who speaks with clarity, speaks with authority. People don't question them. It's almost like as confused as you were in the past, that's how sure you are now, right? With what matters to you and what's most important. And I don't know if you can feel it, but this card, the Hierophant card, compared to the last card, feels like truly you've gone through the ranks, that you have kind of turned your energy into this positive force, and you're kind of sitting, and even though this is very masculine energy, there is still a lot of sitting and attracting, right? So you might not be taking a lot of action, but the universe might be taking a lot of action for you. Let me go ahead and clarify before I jump in any further. Beautiful energy. Beautiful energy. I'm going to pull one more card for that. There it is. No Pentacles. Right. Okay, so this feels like you're taking a lot of that energy of your past gone wrong in love, maybe, and you're really putting it toward your success now in your career, right? And so the way that your career is unfolding is incredibly, it's going to be incredibly successful. It's incredibly this King of Pentacles is like the Nine of Pentacles from the last spread, but just like now you own it. So you might actually be becoming an owner. And it was all because of that hermit. It was all because of the hermit that you are able to, that time where you spent time alone, it's like you own that space now. You own it. I'm not getting a lot of love in this reading. I am getting some passion, right? But it feels like more passion for your knowledge, passion for what you've learned and how it can be used to help other people. Sorry, thank you. I'm just breathing to tap in here just a little bit more. You have the Sun card here, which is just as optimistic as it gets. The Sun card is like the pinnacle of fulfillment. It is, this outward material gain. It's true wealth building. It's legacy building from the ground up. That's what you're doing here. So that might focus your energy a little bit more. You're not hangman stuck energy. You're in building energy. You're cultivating. You are using your passion and your fire to build. So this person is Nine of Wands. It's almost like you've used all of your pain to build this structure around you not in a bad way, in a good way, because it's for you. It's for the benefit of yourself. It's for the benefit of others. And so, you can see he can leave those 9 swords in the ground or 9 wands in the ground, and they're not falling over. They're sturdy, right? He's done the work. He's got the knowledge. He's even like, it's almost like you're turning your pain into something so successful that you're appreciative of this pain. Not that you want to have to go through whatever it was in the past, or you wouldn't wish that on anybody. But I am seeing it turning so successful that you're almost like glad it happened in a way, or at the very least, you accept it, right? You accept what happened because you know how to turn it into magic, essentially. And when you figure out that process, nothing can stop you. You have King of Swords here, right? So now you're in a masculine energy here for this future outcome spread. Whereas before in the initial past spread, you were very much in this feminine energy of going in and having introspection. And now you have kind of turned your pain into something so profitable that it's like you're unstoppable, right? I'm going to pull some clarifying cards because I know that this feels like a career reading, and I'm just wondering what what in love is coming through. Okay, so I'm kind of getting that you might be taking a back seat to love right now. 10 of Wands, it might be just like too much to do both at the same time. So you might be really focusing on your career instead of trying to, do both, because it's not that like she's very closed off, but it's not that you're just shielding yourself from the pain in relationships. So you're not totally closed off like she is to relationships. You are open. You might be talking to people here and there, but you're really not wanting it to get very deep because you are still in this healing process. Yeah, it's kind of like that ending was so painful for you. You might not be ready to, well, it's almost like at the same time though, you are putting that past situation in the past, right? It's done, it's over. You have this death card, which is major transformation. I just see that you going through this transformation means that you might not have a lot of energies for very deep relationships, but that doesn't mean it stays there. The Wheel of Fortune here is saying that this energy is transforming. So you focusing on your career, unknowingly, you might not realize it, but you are also refocusing your romantic life. It's just happening automatically without a lot of intention. And I wanted to pull these cards on the Sun card because this felt a lot like opening up to love and romance and what's possible for the future. You might be dealing with an Aquarius, but what I'm getting is the relationship that's coming in for you is going to be very healing. So this is the Star card. And this Star card is letting me know that, this is the sun and this is the star. Both are stars. Both are celestial bodies of light and healing. And so I think in focusing on all of this with your career, you're actually calling in a relationship with somebody who is potentially, so this is the Emperor card. It's somebody who potentially has gone through a similar thing because this person has leveled up just like you have and become like this stable force, where not only is he or she, again, gender it doesn't matter, it's about energy, is able to offer a cup of love, offer true dependability and reliability, and not just physically, but also within, emotionally. Yeah, so that's what I'm getting. And I also even have the Two of Wands here. That's kind of like a passionate choices coming through for you. Let's see if I can't pull one card. Yeah. That's the Lovers card. Got it. So you might feel like you're closed off to love and you just are kind of afraid of the pain. So you're not really focusing on it too much. It was a significant pain. So you're focusing on the healing, even if you're entertaining other ideas. But because you're doing this work where you are bossing up with clarity, making decisions, making choices, learning something that's going to ultimately give you the success in the future, because you're going on that journey, you're also calling in this person right here, your counterpart, the Lovers. And it doesn't get any more, it's very exciting. It doesn't get any more passionate than that. It's the divine counterpart. And you know what I love is that on this Lovers card, there's the wolves, the white and the black wolf, which you remember the past tense, the Temperance card, where you were put in this situation where you can never do anything right. You didn't know which way to choose. And it had a white wolf and a black wolf on it. Now it's like these two are free. They're free to connect. And so it's almost like you're more decisive with this King of Swords energy. You know how to ask for what you need. You know how to bring the lessons from this past love, this past pain into your new relationship. And I think that's the reason why it is going to be such a healing relationship for you with this star. So ultimately, you're doing it, you're working through these issues, and it's, I think that this person who might come through here is going to be somebody new in your life. It's not going to be somebody from the past. It's not going to be an old friend. This energy is like you've moved on from that energy. So those energies actually can't even come into your energy anymore. I think this person who's the Emperor, who's very healing, who's your divine counterpart, is going to be somebody who is a new energy that you might actually meet as your like at a convention or a conference or a place where you're sharing knowledge. You both might be sharing that knowledge at this space. So somebody else who's a counterpart to you in work is what it feels like this energy might come into. So yeah, it doesn't feel casual. It doesn't feel like a casual, like, oh, I was just out and I ran into somebody. And then we got to talking and now we love each other. I think it's something where it's like you're attracted to them for their power, they're attracted to you for your power, and from there you both, you know, have this energy of um, really creating something that's very stable and beautiful and healing. So I'm really happy for you, Cancerians. I think that you deserve that after everything you've been put through. And I'm going to go ahead and leave the reading there. Like I said, if you are interested in learning how to read tarot intuitively, I have a link for that free guide and tutorial in my caption. Also, if you ever wanted to do a personal reading from me, that link is in the caption as well. And thank you so much for being here with me. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Let me know if this resonated with you. So like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I'd be happy to hear your feedback. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.